Hello everybody, it's Chase here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over my 1 bar Magika Arcanist tank. This is one of my best builds for veteran PvE, but it's made for Cyrodiil, so it's going to have a little over cap resistance. As you can see, 41k resistance. When I pop my potion, 5k health recovery, 2k mag and stam recovery, 40k health, 3370 weapon and spell damage. I've got 0 pen because I don't need that as a tank. I got 22.0% critical chance. I am using a high elf for this build. This particular build, because it's a magic based, I am going for a high elf. But if you're having sustained problems, a Breton would be good too, because Bretons get the cost reduction for spells, as well as magic recovery and max magic and spell resistance. So Breton could also help with this build if you don't like high elves. And my attributes, everything put into health. Now let's go over my gear real quick. So I have the Willow's Path Ice Staff. I have the Crusher enchantment. And then defending for my trait. And the set is Willow's Path. Alright, now. This is my ring, Willow's Path, protective, more stamina recovery. My necklace, protective with health recovery glyph. And of course I have the Oaken Soul ring, and I'm doing protective again, but this time with a tri-stat glyph. And I am using the fortified brass reinforced armor for everything. Everything is for my armor is fortified brass with reinforced, except my monster set. So yeah, and I'm also using golden health glyphs on everything. So if you don't use golden health glyphs, you probably won't get the full effect, but you'll still have a lot of HP. But everything for my armor, heavy fortified brass with reinforced and golden maximum health glyphs and legendary quality. Of course, this build is not finished yet. This is the only thing I need. I need to change the shoulders to the heavy ones. Yeah, the light Nazare piece, I need to get the heavy one. I do have the heavy helmet though. And again, it's a gold maximum health glyph with reinforced. This will be the same thing when I get the heavy piece. Gold maximum health glyph with reinforced trait. I'm using this one because look at what it does. When you use an ultimate ability, the closest 6 enemies within 12 meters have all major debuffs and minor debuffs applied to them, extended by 1 second per 20 ultimate spent. This effect can occur once every 30 seconds. Now, I like this one for PvP tanking because of the fact that it applies every debuff in ESO, and debuffs are what you want in PvP. Now, let's go over some of my skills. I'm not using any of these, but for my DPS build, I am using those skills. So on the Dark Elf. Now, I'm not using this. There's a reason why I'm not using the shield. Now, of course, my taunt, Runic Embrace. It heals me, it generates crooks. It applies minor lifesteal and minor maim. While slotted, your damage taken is reduced by 2% per crooks active. Or per active crooks. I'm not good at this. So, Spite Ward of the Lucid Mind. If you want to stay alive, you could get the other morph. This one's not essential. I just went with this because it refunds the cost, so I can spam that easily. Now, this one is going to be your pull. You don't need the chains because this is a magic tank. So I'm using this one for my pull. Let's go over the passives, I forgot. So, for this, you want to get every passive for this skill line. Same thing with this one. But for the skills, for this one, you only need the ultimate. Lithic of the Tides morph. And for this one, this is... I don't really use this too much because it costs a lot of magic. But this one is my burst heal. This one is my base heal. This is another base heal. I guess I call this one my lifesaver heal because it's going to give me a damage shield and a heal. And now this one is my burst heal. Along with this, this is also a burst heal. Now I'm using this because it gives major protection when it's at full health, which is another 10% damage reduction. So, Runic Embrace. This does taunt, so you can use this in PvE as well if you want. Now, of course, for Destruction Staff, I have every passive except for these two. You don't need to get these two. Heavy Armor, every passive. Undaunted. Now, again, this build's not finished yet, but you want to work on getting Undaunted to level 9, so you can max out the two of these passives right here. Assault. Of course, I'm using Resolving Vigor. And I am a high elf, like I said in the beginning of the video. I just have a lot of magic passives, so it helps out a lot. And if you look closely, this one, like, everything I have costs magic except for this one. So high elf truly helps out a lot. Now, I'm using cleansing. Why am I so bad at this? Cleansing Revival. Sorry, I'm bad at reading. That's not my specialty. My best friend is always a better reader. And I'm using Swift Renewal because I'm mostly using healing over time skills. And combined with this, because it'll cleanse the debuffs from me when I heal myself and I'm under 25% HP. Forgot to spend these champion points. Hold on a second. Most of my money is in my guild bank. I hope I can get some from here. Yeah, I was only using this one while I was leveling. This skill is important, though. Okay, so of course I'm maxing out both of these, maxing out my critical chance, because that gives you a higher chance of critically healing yourself. Now come over here. I want to max out all 4 of these. So you don't need this because I already showed you you're going to have over 40k resistance without it. But I am using Last Stand. This is going to help out a lot, and you'll see when I go over, or you'll see why when I go over the fitness champion points. But first, I'm using Arcane Supremacy, because this is a magic tank. Now come over here to fitness. I am not using Fortified, because again, like I said, I already have enough resistance without it. Now I have Boundless Vitality for more maximum health. I am using Rejuvenation. That's another reason why my recoveries are so high. Now, if you can, max the 2 of these out. Of course I can't, I don't have enough champion points currently. But this and this need to be maxed out first. These 2 skills right here. And this one needs to be slotted at all times. Of course, this one does help in PvE. Like I said, this one is kind of a PvX/PvP build. It works good in both. And I have Strategic Reserve, which is why I said that this is essential. Like, if you don't have this on your build, you're gonna die a lot easier. I've noticed the difference quite a bit. Because sometimes I cast my ultimate, and then my health recovery goes down, and then people can kill me quicker. But this giving me major heroism when my health is below 20%, that really helps out a lot. Because that's buffing my health recovery, and then I can cast my damage shields. And yeah, I am maxing out this. You want to max this out because it's a Cyrodiil build, so you want speed. All of these are maxed out along with this. Now let's go over to craft points. I do have both of these maxed out. This is almost maxed out. I'm working on this one next. Of course, this one needs to be maxed out, and you just have to put at least 15 into this. This one, all 50 into here. This one needs to be slotted. Same with this. Now this is this one is essential, this one is optional. However, I like using this one because, like I said, I do PvE tanking too, and it just helps so I don't have to spend so much trying to repair my gear, because I have to constantly repair it, and that gold stacks, and eventually it gets really expensive. So, okay, my Mundus Stone. I'm not using the lady. I am using the Atronach. Yeah, I'm not even buffed, and my resistance is above cap for PvE. So, yeah, if you want to do PvE tanking with this, you don't need the Lady Stone. You should get the Atronach because that's going to give you more magika sustain, and this is a magic tank, so you'll be able to heal more frequently. Alright, and I believe that wraps it up for today's video.